mostly in the anime area because at least I can like what I'm looking at.
You know me, I just like stupid shit.
Hey, you like stupid stuff that kills me. Got it. That wasn't me being salty. No. Was that your cat?
No, that
I
was
heard
me.
a 10 sensation.
Well, I was answering you, but you cut me off. Would you like me to answer
Sorry.
you? Or would you like to continue to guess?
I'm gonna just mute myself and let you talk real quick.
It's not a long explanation. I was just putting a cup on top of a cup, and it made a clink noise.
I mute myself as a precautionary measure in case I keep doing it sometimes when it happens. This is a precautionary measure for myself. And we're back. Another week, another episode of Metroid. Okay. This time, let's...
You'll find it down in the lower levels of this facility.
Last time we left off, I apparently was trying to turn on the generator, and I didn't do it successfully. Good to know. Good to know I suck at everything I do. Yeah, I'm finally getting the controls in my brain. That's a good thing. Huh? Huh? Wait. What's the vibration for? I don't know if I like my fire gun having ammo, but I guess I understand why.
Oh, yeah?
The devil are these things? Oh, a snow roach. That's what I'd like to see in my video game. Oh.
So I've been, over the years, and by over the years I mean since 1996.
Good lord.
I've been, saving backups of my computer, and I've been really crappy about it. Like I've been really irresponsible about the way I do it, and I've accumulated piles and piles and piles and piles and piles of garbage.
So, quick question.
Yeah.
Have you ever considered something called a NAS? I suggest this only because it's like that's something that'd be useful to you, and two, I don't know much about it myself, but I know there are some people online who do this for data collection.
What?
Just a NAS, whatever that is. I know it's going to cost money to buy things, but it's just saying, like, for your certain situation, it might be helpful. I mean, to look into a NAS.
Okay, I don't know what a NAS is. You're helping me.
I mean, you can look into it. It sounds like it's just for data collection. Like, you know, it allows you to collect data and store it someplace and have easy access to it.
Oh, I have a Google Drive. Does that work?
I mean, you're doing what you know how to do, and it seems working for you. I would just suggested. I don't know exactly how helpful one of those things are. I know that one of Markiplier's friends, so you don't know who that is, but one of Markiplier's friends uses it. I think Markiplier uses it too. I'm actually thinking about it. I guess he had to, because he made that movie. But continue your story. Sorry, I just want to make a suggestion. Sounds like it wasn't going to help you. Never mind. Continue with your story.
Oh, you're good. I been working on this for the last few weeks, like organizing all my pictures and stuff like that. And boy, is it a lot of work. But I'm trying to like make sense out of it, not necessarily store it, just make sense out of it. Because almost everything I have seems to have like 6,000 duplicates of itself, and there's a lot of stuff here I should have never bothered saving and all that crap. So I've just been sort of like little by little migrating everything over when I have time.
1996?
Yeah, my earliest stuff is from our first computer when I was in 1996. I have
1996? Sorry.
But it's kind of cool because it's like, I don't know. It's kind of cool because it's like stuff that I wrote when I was a teenager and stuff, and my BBS, when I used to have a BBS and stuff.
I don't even know when I got my first computer. I know it was a really old one. Because it definitely was in elementary school, which 1996, I think. No, 1996, I wouldn't even have been old enough to use a computer, even if we had one.
Really?
Oh, wait a minute. Can you like quantify the year 96 for me really quick? I just want to make sure that I'm thinking about this correctly. Anything important that you remember that happened that year, just quantify it all for me. Just want to make sure I'm remembering things correctly.
Dude, I was so young. I didn't keep track of anything in the world. I'm sorry.
Just trying to remember, because I know I didn't. Because like this is kind of how I track things, because how bad my memory is sometimes. Like I think back when I was in high school, that would have been 2006. So when I backtrack from there, would I have been in first grade in 97?
Don't know.
How old is what is the average age for somebody in first grade? You gotta know this. You have a kid.
What did you, one more time?
What's the average age for somebody in the first grade?
I just asked ChatGPT rather than risking wrong. Six to 7 years old.
Yeah, I was born in 91, but I didn't get here in the States until like at least I didn't get here to the state, Maryland, until like 94, from the sounds of it. Or at least this particular address, 94. So I would have been 3. You said 5? 5? 5 to 6?
6 to 7.
Oh, 6 to 7. Yeah, I would have been here for my sister was born 94. Okay. 96. Yeah, I don't think he had a computer. At least my earliest memory of him having getting a computer for the house. Man, you know, a good way for me to find this out would be if I remember when that computer game that me and my sister used to play a lot, that was Disney themed. If I can remember what the name of that was and find out like what year that came out, that might actually give me a good indicator of like when was the earliest time I had access to a computer. We don't even have that CD-ROM anymore. I mean, who uses a CD-ROM anymore? But whatever. Don't mind me. I'm just remembering how old I am. Yet again.
Incredibly old. Holy shit.
Shut up, you. You don't got no room to talk. Zero room to talk, in fact.
You left yourself wide open for that. For me to go back to that.
What the heck is this? Ice is thickened over time. Oh, of course. Thick ice. Don't mind me. Man, I won't even remember what that game was. I don't even remember it. It was like a small part of my childhood. I remember playing games. I remember the aspect of playing the game very well, but I don't remember the title. And a part of me is thinking, I must not have cared about the title of the video game. Because I think about back on those memories, and I cannot, for the life of me, figure out what the heck I was playing. I knew I was playing like a dirt racer game at the time, like ATV or something like that at the time. And I was also playing that really weird Disney game that was cool that had like a kitchen and everything that you can make pancakes on and everything like that. It was like a bunch of mini games. I remember it was like a Disney thing. There was like a game, a point and click adventure where you could play as your falling Pinocchio. Like the game was like the Disney stories weren't playing out as like they were supposed to, and you're supposed to go in there and help guide the characters to the desired ending. It's very vague because like Kingdom Hearts is basically that, I think. I think I just assaulted everybody who played Kingdom Hearts, which by the way, I have all 3 games. I need to finish those. But, yeah. And that kitchen thing with the pancakes in that game is particularly, I don't even remember right now because my sister had sent an Instagram video or something like that with that exact video game on it, and I was shocked to see that game again after so long. Like, I probably wants to go and find it again because I miss it so much. What in the alien Romulus thing is going on here? Can I get the priest from the This is why I'm bad at remembering things. I haven't watched it and it hasn't had an impact on me. I can't remember the name. The Princess Bride. Have I remember that correctly? I'm asking for the voice of the priest from the Princess Bride.
Balicel system, primarily used to perform experimental autopsies on wine. Activation will set it to operating mode. Got your fix?
Thank you. I thank you for your contribution to this project.
You're very welcome.
Lamorne made operating table. I forgot that the Lamorne are still here. Using a gravity tuning device inside the padding to stabilize specimens without the need for restraints. Wait, so you held down people in here with gravity? Because I've stopped mid activation. What's this? Stretcher. So you guys really had 22 inches of snow up there?
I think so. It seemed like that much.
How are they allowing you guys to move? Well, not allowing. How were you guys able to move your vehicles and all that?
We moved. We knew the snow was coming, so we moved them beforehand.
No, I mean like driving just to get to places. I suspected because you say your wife had to go to work 2 hours late. That just seemed kind of ridiculous to me that they require her to do that on that kind of snow.
Oh well, that was the day of the snow. It was canceled, and then there was a 2-hour delay the next day or something. Oh no, they ended up canceling school. They didn't say started with 2-hour delay, but it wasn't. They didn't mean it, and then they canceled afterwards.
Oh. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. What in the Charlie's Chocolate Factory did I just walk into? This is more Alien still, but jeez. I need to watch Prometheus because I keep on hearing that's a good Alien movie, but I haven't get to watch it. Active Bacilli system containing a TK code. Oh great, one of these again. An ultra high performance multiprocessor and 145 installed surgical tools accommodate many types of complex surgery, not just autopsies.
Lady that talked to us last time ever talked to you again?
Oh, you mean Laura? Yeah, she came into a stream yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, one of those failed streams actually I had. She showed up there.
I was curious about that.
Yeah, she showed up. I was not expecting that. I hope I got out that we were doing this today, so maybe we'll see her, maybe we won't see her. I don't know.
I put her on ignore on Discord because I didn't.
She, oh,
Go ahead.
but she hasn't said anything to me. Maybe I should ignore her too. I don't know. No, but you say you put her on ignore for what?
I put her on ignore, so she, for the time being, so she'd kind of leave me alone because she was going to ask me a ton of questions about if I was ready to, buy her stuff and everything. I was just like, I didn't delete her because I'm not, sure if I want to do it or not. But I thought I would just get in touch with her if I decided I did. Seems to makes sense, right?
No, it does. No, I understand. So I'm just thinking really hard about what if I'm supposed to do anything else in this room, but I guess I'm not. I hope you make a decision at some point. I know that I know these art. I know you don't want to. You were trying to wait when you're comfortable. I know some of these artists sometimes because they need the money and they need the work,
Mm-hmm.
and they unfortunately may not have the work in other clients. So it's just I know you're talking about because Sophia did the exact same thing to me when I was initially bringing things up for. I was like, and then she was bringing up payment plans, and at first I was doing the payment plan, but it was like I really just I'd rather pay things off immediately. Some cases I don't do it. Uh, to be specific about that, this PS5 that is behind my monitor right now, I'm still paying that thing off to Amazon. And I don't like the pressure behind that. And the funny thing is, like, I think you can make as many, like, I guess, loans to buy things off of Amazon as much as you want.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really say that because I actually have another thing. I think there's a watch behind me that an Android watch that I bought. That I'm probably gonna get upgrade as soon as I pay it off. Oh shoot! It's got some features on it that I thought I was getting when I bought this one. So it announces a crypto research diary, not diary, day 81 awakening. Subject has hibernation from the cryopod and its metabolism is at minimal levels. Unfortunately, we were unable to perform the experiments we liked with the subject in the state. The subject's metabolic function is inactive. A reversal of its rapid cellular proliferation. Come on, lips, work with me. Cannot occur. First, we must wake the subject and restore its normal metabolic function. This also means restoration of consciousness, so appropriate sedation will be crucial. What do they freaking have that they need to sedate it? Now I'm afraid. I thought that said her clamps. I was like, what the heck? Okay, has clamps for fastening containers. Okay. We saw this earlier. Interesting.
I like that hallway.
Which one?
The one with the like glowing pods all the way down it. That's cool.
Oh, you mean the one I'm in right now that I'm afraid to walk down?
Yeah.
Recovery pod A1 SPDDR07. Used to place specimens in stasis and heal damage to their internal organs. Griever enclosed after an experimental Lamorne restoration. Oh, it's a Griever? Are you serious? Recovery pod B1 JUTRD31. Place high now in lower power mode. I don't like that. What is that? Why are they experimenting on Grievers? Okay, so that one's dead. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. One of these is dead. Frick. Well, I'm looking for like one of them to flinch. Just let me know that they're alive in there before I walk down this hallway. Because
Mm-hmm.
I've seen enough horror movies to know what's happening here. Is that a third hand or? Oh great, a maintenance tank. Don't like that my controls vibrating. It's never a good sign.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah, I learned my lesson against you guys. I need to use missiles. Why is there blood? Have we seen them more than bleed yet? I don't know if they bleed red blood or not. Man, there are a lot of logbooks. We are monitoring subjects who have had GE administered here. What the heck is GE? Regardless of GE concentration, there do not appear to be any significant differences. We see regeneration without an apparent mutation to alter the cells. Furthermore, no matter how deep our analysis, we have yet to see any apparent chromosome abnormalities. It's about as if they are natural creatures. Put another way, if we were to judge based on DNA, there are no significant differences between them and us. What is going on? I did say that some of these things look like Lamorne for some strange reason. I never understood that, even though you were judging me for looking at him.
I'm sorry. I'll never judge you again for anything.
How do you do this? Why do you do this?
I don't know. It just seemed important to you.
Ice that has thickened over time is melted by. Well, whatever. Oh, I guess I gotta do that. I like the grapple beam thing, that thing she got going on there. I'll grade another one
Oh,
of
thank
these.
you. I made it myself.
Whatever you say, Francis. The heck is? Oh, I gotta find 2 more. Yay!
I can't
Okay.
freaking believe how many copies of every file in the world I have in here.
I mean, they're from your childhood. What do you mean you can't
I know,
believe?
but it just kept propagating. I just kept making more and more copies. I have like 8 copies of everything.
Wait, so you're saying they were having sex in your computer? Sorry.
I
It
just
seems too
apparently I
perfect.
just obsessively made copies of this and didn't realize it. My MP3 collection, for example, I have
Oh wow, yeah, I can see that.
millions of copies of my MP3 collection.
Actually, I guess to add on to the age thing, I wonder how many people remember what an MP3 player is.
Hmm.
uh, I'm slowly crying. I'm secretly crying inside. I just want that to
For
be
what?
known.
Why are you being so mean to me?
Be mean to myself. What are you talking about?
And then I have these folders that don't make sense. Like in my MP3s, I have a folder just called Doug, DOUG, and I don't know why.
Is that from
It's
the
empty.
Doug TV show?
You would think so, but it's empty.
Oh, actually, I guess speaking of like,
And I have all these MP3s stored under a folder called miscellaneous, and then I have a music folder that is full of, guess what, MP3s, the same ones. And every one of my backups, I have 2 copies of my MP3s, at least.
you saw that right?
I missed it. Why? I was looking at my files.
Sorry, no, it told me to. It gave me an indicator that I need to lock on, so I did and shot. But I don't
Hmm.
understand what that was for. No license detected cryopod cell culture preservation liquid has leaked. Analysis implies extended neglect led to specimen's health death. I guess speaking of like old TV shows, I don't know why I went on one of the days I actually had off. I started thinking about Hey Arnold. I'm not too sure if you know what that show is, but I started thinking about Hey Arnold, and I was starting to think about how interesting kind of some of it was when it came down to some of his characters. There was a lot of cultural differences and a lot of dark themes in that show for it being a Nickelodeon show.
Uh-huh.
And well, apparently I was looking at something, and one of the characters. Her name is Helga Pataki.
Uh-huh.
Throughout most of the show, she ends up like crushing on the character whose name is Arnold. But what's really interesting about her is her family that they show you her daily life is about.
Uh-huh.
The heck? Thawing station quickly interfere with specimens well, turning them to consciousness. Did something break free, or did I just miss something? But basically, like one of the things I remember watching as a kid was like her mother. Her her mother had some interesting tendencies where she would always be anytime she was on screen or she came on screen, you'd see that she was like sleeping or just waking up, and it just happened a lot. And I mean, like almost every instance of which, unless there was an episode focusing on her and something happening with her, most of the time, whenever she would shut up on the screen, she would be either waking up, um, on the sleep, or she'd just be randomly sleeping in places. And I never completely understood why. I just thought it was a funny thing if she was always tired or she was lazy. I ended up looking onto Hayon's website. Well, actually, no, I found a YouTube video or a YouTube short about that. Apparently, and it's even insinuated on the wiki that actually she was struggling with alcoholism,
Oh dear.
and I think back to some of the stuff I remember watching in that show as a kid, and some of it really, I can't say that that's not what was happening. Because like she always had a smoothie. Basically, she always had to have a smoothie. Is basically what the wording was. It was always a smoothie for no real reason. And she'd always be falling asleep, and then she'd wake up because she's spontaneous. Well, she sometimes would just fall asleep randomly, and it's one of the weirdest things. On the top of that, one of the episodes when that kind of focuses on her, you find out that she had a lot of potential, and she ended up dropping out of college. Well, she didn't finish college and got married to the to Helga's father back then, and she dropped out of college there. And she never finished, but apparently she had a lot of potential, and apparently it's even alluded to that she's depressed about the decision that she made, which was to leave college and get married early, really young. So it seems like a lot of it was insinuated that she's she's depressive, with struggling with alcoholism, and that was interesting how dark that was, because like you would never think that as a kid, looking at her and thinking, because she's always saying she's drinking a smoothie, but I guess it makes more sense why she calls it a smoothie versus it being an alcoholic drink that she's preparing for herself. Because this is a child's show, but if parents are watching, they will understand, because it's a joke hidden inside the TV show. And I guess I'm mostly saying this to say it's interesting how much dark adult humor is hidden in some of these childhood shows. Because like that's not even the only one too. Like there's other situations of like Arnold has a black friend who, I didn't even really think about it too much at the time when I was watching the show, but I remember like liking Gerald, and I'm like, I never understood completely why, other than that he looked like me. But him being a black kid in the Bronx, I think that's where they're living. It just seemed interesting, like, because he was very not trusting of the other characters. I mean, he'd be willing to lie to them for the most part, but he was a decent guy, and he hung out with Arnold all the time. But it just seemed really interesting. There was a Vietnamese character that I didn't really think about until like recently. We're like, oh my god, his story is so sad. Basically, he ends up he was in Vietnam during the Vietnam War, and if I'm remembering correctly, he fought in the war, but I'm not sure on what side he fought on. But things led to one thing, and apparently he needed to leave Vietnam to to come to the United States, and he left his daughter and he left his wife in Vietnam, and apparently he never came back, and he was wondering if any of them was still alive, and he had never really made contact with his daughter. He didn't even know if she was still alive, or even wondering if she wanted to see him again. But apparently at the end of the episode, you find out that she is alive, and that she ended up coming to the States looking for her father. But another one of those, I guess, adult things that you would not think about as a kid watching a show like that. You just think it's a little, it's a Thanksgiving episode. Mr. Wynn didn't have his family with him. You think that was sad, but it's a lot deeper sadness and a little bit darker when you really think about what was really happening. I'm just thinking, like, I was thinking about that show in general, how much deeper that show actually was on a surface level than I initially thought it was. I already came in here. Let me leave. Wait a minute. I can't leave. I can't. These are vents, but I can't get them. Nope. Hold up. Nope. back at the part of the game where I don't know where the heck I'm going. Hmm? Oh, that's just a part of the background. Okay, I think I went through there. Haven't been through here yet. So are you just deleting massive playlists of MP3s? Is that what you're doing right now?
I think I might have just hit sort of the end. I'm not sure for sure, but I think I may have just hit the end. What is this shit?
That's never a good sign.
Well, I found more stuff.
I'm sorry.
I
I'm
just can't believe.
believe.
What amazes me is that on top of this, I have a 3 terabyte drive that I haven't looked at, that I'm not going to look at this point, but I have a 3 terabyte drive as well.
You know, I have like a. Not that this is going to help you. I just when you said 3 terabyte, it just reminded me. I have like a
Mhm.
hard disk, an HDD, and I think that thing is 15 terabytes. I
Mhm.
stopped using it because it was slow. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. I should probably use it to store things. Now I'm thinking about it. I should probably look at doing that. Because why not at this point? What
I don't know.
world is this? Wait, what? Column secures and releases pods for distribution. It is linked to the loading platform. As I'm spitting on my mic.
Did you ever use turntable.com when it was out?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh,
Sounds like
you missed.
something I probably would have used, but maybe not. I definitely don't know what it is now.
It was a website that was like half chat room, half file sharing, and I really liked it. And Jesse and I would use it all the time and hang out on that website. And I went on the website when the day they took it down. Like, it was going down, everybody was really sad, and everybody had one big party. All the big fans of it had one big last party.
Mhm.
And we all went on there to enjoy it one last time.
I
The other thing,
avoided sites that allowed you to do that type of like chatting thing. I didn't
oh
really feel
yeah,
comfortable doing it. So I just did know people, and I'm like, you don't know, like, this is like during when I was growing up. This is during the time when like you don't know who you're talking to online. You might be trying to steal you. They might be trying to take you away or kidnap you or whatever.
well, I was never like that. I didn't buy into that at all. I constant, like, I've never been careful about stuff like that, and I'm glad I haven't been.
And I feel like you should. I mean, like you can't trust everybody. There are some people who have evil tendencies,
I can't trust everybody in real life either, though.
and I don't do that either. Very small group of friends. I don't know why I
I think
started
you
thinking
don't.
about.
I think you don't trust me. Like, I think you've been very careful over the years to not like tell me your address and stuff like that.
It's also because this isn't really my address. This is my parents' address. I don't really. No, this isn't you. This is just in general. I don't need. It's like in general. I don't want people showing up here because it's like one thing or another. It's like, you know, they probably don't want you knowing where they're living.
I guess.
And I probably still wouldn't. I mean, I guess even I probably still wouldn't even if I had my own address living by myself. I still wouldn't.
Mm.
Because you never know. Like, I mean, granted, stuff is online. You never really 100%. You could track people depending on the internet signal. Like I'm basically trying to say I'm not naive enough to know that my presence isn't seen somewhere online. I just do my best to protect myself, just in case, because you never know who or what's trying to do something to you.
It's true. I could be coming after you right now.
I have a guard dog robot on the front yard. Don't try.
What?
I have a robot guard dog on the front
I
lawn.
heard you. What?
I said I have a guard dog robot
Did I
on the
stutter,
front.
motherfucker?
One more time. I have a robot that is a guard dog on the front lawn. Which is not true, by the way. I just wanted to point that. Well, I shouldn't say that. It goes, nah, yeah, never mind. Scratch that from the record.
Okay.
But for me, it's like I just didn't trust it a lot. I mean, and on top of that, I didn't know who I was talking to, and I didn't really want to. I was a pretty introverted kid anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I went on some forum sites. I barely used them. I think I'm not entirely sure. Are you aware of Gaia Online?
No.
That was like a forum site. You could chat with people on it too for video games. I forgot exactly. I think it's still up. I don't even think I have my original like. No, I know I don't, because I tried going on there recently, like the last couple of years, and I couldn't remember what my password was. I think I found it, and he told me that my account had been, paused for either inactivity or suspicious activity, but I'm not entirely sure which one it was anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like I made it specifically, like I made my Facebook account originally just for friends in high school, but then Facebook kind of went mainstream, so. In fact, I think I only made Facebook because somebody who I hadn't talked to in years begged me to. Funnily enough, I haven't spoken to him in years since then. I don't even know if he's okay or not. I sure hope he is. Okay, well, one thing I'm getting from the Lamorne stuff I'm reading, for some strange reason, they've been experimenting on Gravers. And then one of those earlier things I saw said that they were shocked that the Gravers and them they don't have any differences in their DNA. But that was one thing specifically that they said. Which makes me wonder, is like, if they don't know that maybe their Grievers may be them. Oh, hello. What in the Matrix? Travels velocity along with the managing profiles containing Griever specimens. Like, I mean, maybe it's an exaggeration to say this is the Matrix, but seriously, look at this. Like, am I wrong to assume the Matrix?
No, you're not.
What the heck? There's so many of them. I also don't like the fact that there's a lot of these frozen Grievers down here. And they're still frozen. Man, they have an uncanny resemblance to like xenomorphs. I understand that this typically what Metroid was made from inspiration wise, but jeez. That's interesting. I wonder, should I defrost you? Is that a bad idea?
Sounds like.
Okay, didn't work. Oh, good lord. What happened to you, good sir? Battery depletion has led to specimen's death. It has frozen completely. I can see that. Like, it screamed as it died.
What?
No, it's like every time I see those hatches in that I can't open them because they don't have power on them, it gets me really concerned. Alright. I don't know why I opened those cryopods. It's just I got a bad feeling about what's coming up next. So far, there's been nothing to attack me so far. Get out of here, bot.
Stupid stinking bots, right? Every single one of them, stupid stinking bots.
Nope. How did I miss that door? Wait. It's behind me. No wonder I missed that door. I can't get to it. It did Samus just shiver? Yes, she did. Either that or that's just a door. I don't even know what that noise is. Alright, welcome to the part of the game where I wander around trying to figure out what the heck I missed.
Which part did you miss?
That's what I'm about to find out.
I think you missed a part.
I mean, I missed the part, I guess.
You could have not missed it. It's up in the air a little bit.
Of course I missed that. I read that too, and apparently it didn't register. I need to melt that. It must be cool to have like telekinetic powers.
Do you have them?
No, that's why I said it must be cool to have them.
Why don't you get some?
I'm not smart enough for them. Okay, things just turned on. I don't like that. And I'm missing one thing. So I don't know where the other TK part is. I guess I gotta find out. But I'll learn today. I don't wanna. Okay, I think I got two parts in here. Maybe I'm missing a part from in here. Like, what did I miss that's in here? No, I was just in here, wasn't I?
What if it's true? What if you were? What would you do? How would you live your life differently if it was true?
I'm backing out. It's already got the part from in here then. Process of elimination, that's all I got. I was about to say something smart alecky of like, I would have more than process of elimination if Jock was paying attention. I don't know why I had that thought, but I did.
Why are you being so mean to me?
I don't know. You don't have to. I'm just saying. I probably would have more than just that. Yeah, I was just in here. Unless I missed something, which I'm not gonna say I didn't. Oh, shoot. I gotta go do something.
I could always be like your magic 8-ball and
You as a magic 8-ball wouldn't help nobody. Not just me. And I think you know it. You just want to be shaken and say the answer is no. And you're laughing because you know that's true.
well, there's something along that formula, yeah.
Okay, I gotta go. Actually, just remember I got something to go and change over. I'll be right back. I'll just put a BRB up.
Will you miss me?
I mean, you're gonna be here, but I'm gonna be right back.
He's back.
I just realized, like, you talking about the magic 8 ball as the drug?
As the drug?
Like the magic 8
Yeah.
ball drug? Oh, okay. That thought
No, I
came to
was
my
talking
mind.
about Magic 8 Ball as you put your fate in my hands and I misuse it. Was kind of the direction I was headed in, honestly.
Does it really misuse anything? Isn't the joke with that thing that it doesn't work?
But I mean, if I was pretending to be your Magic 8 Ball, then you would ask me a question and I would answer it incorrectly on purpose to troll you. Would have been the plan.
I see. I wouldn't trust you at that point. After the first incorrect answer, I would immediately stop trusting you. Hmm.
Well, that
Is
would be
there
no
a
fun. You wouldn't be
is there
playing
like
along at that point.
was there to play along? You would have already given me multiple incorrect answers by the time I would stop trusting you. Like what would be the point?
No.
Well, at some point, your wrong answers would get me killed.
Maybe I wouldn't go that far. You know, that's not fun. The game ends if I kill you.
Really don't love that phrasing. Oh, wait. Nope. I really hate this because sometimes I read things so fast that I might miss an important detail, like I did back there. Don't know what that mess was about. Jeez. Just random alien gibberish into my ears. What's the point of pulling that off? Oh. You know, sometimes I really hate myself. It's like sometimes I either don't notice something that's really simple, or I don't notice anything that's like not icy.
You said ice.
Yeah, it's goodbye Riverdale. Because I think it's goodbye. I haven't heard anything about that city yet, or town, I should say. Not that I'm wishing that upon anybody. I'm just like, I'm expecting any day to hear something bad went down. I do not understand what I'm missing. Somebody help.
Help. I need somebody help.
Get me back in my shared brain cell. How dare you? Not to say anybody help. Dang it.
Please help me.
Nope.
Nobody told you that it was going to be this way.
Oh, what's this? Why are you offline?
Why not?
It doesn't do me any good. Okay, so I found a maintenance shaft, but it's not online. Don't know why I felt the need to be in these guys' faces. I found it. Okay, I can finally get out of here.
You turned into a ball.
GTFO suckers. This is me running. This is me running. Don't mind the slowness of it all. This is just me running.
Damn it, you're so slow.
Unfortunately, as far as I know, the giant spark doesn't exist in the 3D space. Our resources are running very low, and we are almost out of the chemicals needed for research and experiments. At the same time, progress remains at a standstill. Naturally, there is a rising sense of panic and resignation. We cannot hope for more chemicals to arrive, and if we use up what we have before the experiment succeeds, no, even if it succeeds, and with that we have left, and what we have left, and we are losing researchers, everyone is likely thinking the same thing. I must have skipped over something. That what? Okay, something apparently happened and I'm not happy about it.
Shaman, looks like you made it through another floor. You're getting close to the generator.
Thank you, Bob. Oh, whatever your name was. Just popped in to tell me that I'm on the right path. Gotcha. That was so helpful. No, I'm not being sarcastic. Contains vital medicine. This is my regular speaking voice. Don't mind how sarcastic it sounds. There is an ice boss coming up.
Ice bosses are the best bosses.
Oh wow, I melted his face off. Oh, look at that, more windmills. Don't show that to our president baby in chief.
He gets triggered by windmills.
Yes, actually. Oh, shoot!
He's like, get those windmills away from me!
Basically. You know I'm not joking, right? I just want to get that out there. Oh wow, I don't think we've ever seen them close up like this before. This is cool.
That is really cool.
Oh cool, that wind effect is awesome. Oh, I'm also saying it's gonna blow me off. Okay. Oh shoot. Dang. What are those? What are those? Oh,
Did you just quote what I think you quoted?
I think I did. Unintentionally. I think as I was saying the words, as they were leaving my mouth, I realized what I had done.
Oh
So
my God.
I apologize in advance. Listen, I grew up in the 2000s. I know what's going on. Oh, wow. The detail on Samus's arm cannon, it's all covered in ice. I didn't expect that. Whoa. I love the fact that Samus keeps putting her hand up when when the wind is blowing really high. That's a nice little detail.
Hmm.
Also love the fact that there's no time, death. Okay, well, I was trying to say before I got really interrupted by that windstorm. Uh, wait, where am I? Run for it, girl! Run for it! Also, I want to say I love the detail when she's jumping and then she jumps on lands on those like rocky terrains because it's icy and cold out here. I guessing her
Hmm.
suit's heavy enough where it's just gonna make it crumble a little bit. I thought that didn't even need to do that, but it was a nice little detail they added in regardless. Oh no, the gondola's off mine. Also, gotta love the mist and like the like that's interesting. Darn ice bats. There is little more we can do. Every experiment has ended in failure, and the results remain unchanged. If we put the facility into low power mode, it should remain intact for as long as there are maintenance tanks to look after it. We can leave behind our records, but will anyone ever see them? If so, will they succeed where we could not? No, this is not a time for doubt. We must do everything we can. Well, that explains why everything seems to be operating when nobody's around. What?
I don't know. Just the way you put it.
Love that. I keep being reminded I have a heat gun. Cluster number 2, captured specimen identification and medical records. Cluster 1, cryogenic and bioform studies, containment unit research and development. It contains data on past laboratory experimentation and research on bioforms, including records, recordings, and currently offline. Okay, I'm trying to think through. So the scientists themselves were failing at whatever it is they were trying to do down here with these grievers, and they left everything behind in hopes that somebody would just show up one day and figure out what they couldn't. And then I started thinking about, like, but does that mean that they got something down here that they couldn't figure out?
I mean, that would be the case, right?
It's like, it doesn't sound like they have a living specimen down here, so I'm very confused as to, like, what they. Well, I was trying to figure, like, did they leave? Did they actually? Oh shoot! I'm gonna choose not to think about it too much. I don't know. Just, oh, there's a safe point. That's not a good sign. It's a good sign that I can save, but it's like, that's not a good sign. They typically put save points near bosses. Query. We have finally reached the end of our resources. Tomorrow we will abandon this lab and, at Chatoya's instruction, move to the Colonel Tower, built in Soul Valley. We will not be able to save our brethren. Why could we not find a way to stabilize the Graver cells when they reverted to their Lemurian counterparts? What did we miss? I ponder this for the rest of my life. I will ponder this for the rest of my life. Okay, so I was correct that the Graver is in fact related to the Lemurian. I was correct in that assessment. Now back to my original question. Why are they attacking me? All these things are gonna kill me. Oh, that's really pretty looking. Generator maintenance slot. I can read. Used by maintenance tanks for turbine upkeep. Each turbine has its own dedicated slot. Spins using magnetic field created and sustained by the main generator. This generates enough electricity for the entire laboratory. I will say this much: they seem to be really good at generating endless power. Makes me kind of curious why they end up disappearing if they're capable. So, oh, well, what is? Oh, oh, okay. So I guess I ask you this in person. What's your thoughts on the whole Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super like Beerus remake?
I think it's fine. I think I would have liked um, original content instead of a remake.
You're gonna get the original content, though. It's not they're not gonna like they're gonna do the moral
What do you
stuff.
mean?
They're gonna do the moral stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really need a remake of the original stuff. I think I would have been happier if just kind of like gone straight tomorrow. I
Well, I think it's been
not
10
that it was
plus years.
fantastic, but I think that I know. But if they're going to spend energy doing it, I just would have rather they did it on the purely original stuff instead of Morrow. I think. I mean, and I would have rather they done Morrow instead of like trying to fix the stuff that they already did because I'm kind of moved beyond that emotionally, and I'm just ready for new stuff.
No, I understand that. I mean, I still feel like they don't like Toritaro, even though he. I mean, somebody I think Ginkdom said something on X about like how Akira's name has got more cachet, which is like why they're not giving Toritaro credit for the moral stuff, which I think is horrible. Like I don't understand why this man needs to keep on being given credit for in his death. I mean, no offense to Akira. Like I mean, he created Dragon Ball Z, but it's just like if he wasn't the one who made most of the stuff beyond the tournament, to me, he shouldn't get credit for it
Mm-hmm.
because it's all that's going to do is like Toritaro is going to get zero credit. And if I was him, I'd stop working for Toei Animation at that point or Shoei, whatever, who's allowing him a license to do the Dragon Ball stuff. Because it also sounded like he wanted to do his
Mm-hmm.
own original stuff, but he apparently, I guess, he couldn't do that for some reason. I don't know. He says to me, it's like, and what I'm hoping for. I mean, I'm not I'm not really holding my breath on it, but it's like maybe the remake because there's only 6 episodes each for Barris and Frieza. Maybe they could fix the thing with the whole Super Saiyan 4 thing, because they could like. Because something was interesting about when I was reading about that and how they were saying that they're fixing the story and also adding in new stuff that's gonna make things make a little
Mhm.
more sense. It makes me kind of curious when Akira was making Dragon Ball Daima, like when he shoved himself into Daima, was he intending to make the Super Saiyan 4 thing make sense? Because like I was like kind of curious because thinking about that now, I was like, if this was gonna happen, and they waited so long to do so,
It
like
does seem like that's what he was trying to do, right? Was trying to fix things that were broken about previous series. It seems like that was what he was trying to do, isn't it?
I don't know. Again, I'm not holding my breath on Super Saiyan 4 appearing in Daima. I mean, not Daima, but in the Beerus fight. If it does, I mean, that'd be kind of cool because they could easily explain away if like Goku just hasn't trained to use it. Because as far as I know, I don't think you can train Super Saiyan 4. At least both incarnations of that form. Because like apparently Goku isn't supposed to be able to access it at will, which is like wow, like the whole monkey thing was the Ozaru business in Manila. Like whenever he skipped it, I was like, wow, it was cool. It definitely didn't make sense why he was able to skip the Ozaru form when it took the Ozaru form to get to that form. Now they removed it, and the problem is now why didn't he use it during his fight with Beerus? Maybe it'd be kind of cool if they inserted it in there and just show that it wasn't like strong enough. But I'm not holding my breath that it's going to make an appearance in there.
Um, well, I mean, it's not strong enough, is it, for Moro?
Not talking about him fighting Beerus. It doesn't show up in the Moro fight, but Goku doesn't even make reference to Super Saiyan 4 in the Moro fight. Like, in fact, he doesn't make mention of anything beyond 3 other than God. But God isn't beyond 3. God is on its own like its own tree. Which
Hmm.
man, that means the boiler we use for heat will stop, temperature will drop. Huh.
I'm excited to see the Moro stuff. I've been hearing so much from the fandom about the Moro stuff that I'm excited to see that.
Apparently, from what I'm reading, that apparently it's not going to match the manga, which is concerning to me a little bit. Because again, we're not giving Torataro his credit. While I understand from Geekdom's point of view defending this, I didn't really read too much into him defending it, but it doesn't make right. It doesn't make sense. It's not right. Torataro, while Kira did do some work within it, Torataro was the one who has said that he did most of the work on it.
Hmm.
So I don't know. It just probably doesn't want to support it just because of that. But I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be. I'm not gonna be uh, standing on that for too much. It just sucks. Though with that change, now I'm actually kind of concerned about something because it's like there is a form that doesn't happen in this arc for the next one that I'm very concerned about. If they're changing things. Hmm? They could be trying to fix it too because like it is a part of the whole Dragon Ball canon, and they probably don't want that. They don't want the blemish. They don't want the blemish that their like low effort uh, animation causes for Dragon Ball Super. So with that being
Yeah, but
said, they're
it's
gonna have,
already happened, you know?
not for the newer fans.
I don't know. I mean, it's already out there.
I mean, not for the fans who haven't watched it. I'm just saying, I think maybe it's a part of the whole. I mean, while you say you probably won't forget it, it's just one of those things. I know they don't. In the future, 10 years from now, from this point of view, you know,
Mhm.
people are going to be like, I
You
think
know,
one
if
of the
we're
big.
being completely sorry,
You go ahead.
if we're being completely honest, like there's a really good chance that as badly animated as it is, like I'm going to prefer the one that had more content. Do you know what I mean? Because they're cutting it down to like, from what I heard from Geekdom, they're cutting it down to like half of its length.
Well, the movies, which I prefer the movies on that particular thing, are shorter anyway. Like half of the crap that they inserted into, I don't remember too well, but like I remember half the crap they inserted into it didn't really need to be there. They were trying to pad on the episode length. So for me, I feel like I'm gonna prefer the movies anyway.
Hmm.
We'll see. I mean, who knows? I probably will put also kind of like the, you know, the redoing some things because it's like the movies probably won't always be accessible, unfortunately.
Hmm.
I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what kind of like extra stuff they're apparently supposed to be redoing because it sounds like they're trying to put some effort into it. I mean, we won't know until like fall this year anyway. I hope maybe enough people can maybe raise a stink about Toritaro getting credit that like maybe they'll fix that. Because like I get that Akira has more press power, but it's like, can't you trust Toritaro? Like I feel like this whole entire thing is about not trusting that guy for reasons I don't know. Like, doesn't it seem like to you like this like some like idea they don't trust him for some strange reason? It took way too long to get
Yeah,
his.
you've been telling me a lot about that for a long time now too. That like it seems like they're um, not giving. They put him in charge, but they're not really letting him be in charge, right?
Yeah, I still don't know if he was really put in charge. I mean, I guess that's the other thing too. I'm not really 100%. I mean, nothing I'm saying is gospel, but I'm just saying that like from a fan perspective, and because I know Toritaro exists, um,
Uh huh.
and knowing that you know he was carrying on the manga after Kira gave him that blessing, to do so, it just seems kind of weird because a lot of people are saying like animate the stuff that Toritaro is because it's not just me, it's everybody who's saying like, they need to animate the stuff that he's done because it's not bad.
Hmm.
Like I will agree. I've read the stuff that he's done, and it's interesting. And I'm pretty sure like, none of that stuff that he didn't pass Akira Toriyama's desk first. Anyway, it's not like anything
Hmm.
he would have done because I know Akira definitely um, had some say in like what went through. And I don't know if I mean if Toritaro burns it all down. I mean, I mean that was when I wouldn't say that was Akira's wish. It's just you know he trusted him enough
Hmm.
to take the mantle. You know, give him a chance to burn it down.
They will never do that because it's their precious franchise and somebody rich owns it.
I mean, Akira was the rich person who owned it. And he's dead. But
You know what I mean? Somebody still owns it that's rich.
I mean, if I think it's Shueisha or whoever owns or Toei, I forgot which one. It might be Toei. Now think about it, but yeah, I understand. I mean, it's just I just really I hate that beyond his grave, Akira is going to get all the credit and Toei. And I mean, it's Toei I don't care because if he did, I guess he would have raised a stink about it. It just doesn't seem fair.
Hmm.
was like the guy who was like working on Brodo because Kishimoto gave him the blessing to do it. Didn't get credit for anything he did. Granted, from what I'm understanding too, he kind of nearly burnt that franchise to the ground. The choice that he was making. I laugh because I remember that part of the time period in which that was happening, and Kishimoto had to come in and fix stuff. But I don't like. I guess like from what the stuff that I definitely did read that he did wasn't bad. In fact, some of it like helped some other characters out too. I won't say who. Just say there's a character that a lot of people really like, and Akira kind of always crap. I probably said too much there, and it's probably giving away too much.
Gosh, I can't think of a character that he's always liked and a character that he's always crapped on.
I know you're joking around, but like, now I'm saying, I used to say that out loud. I'm like, this doesn't help Piccolo's case at all. So that he's liked Piccolo, but he's barely done anything with him.
Yeah, that's pretty fair, actually.
Well, I'm stuck down here. That's interesting. All right. Oh, I will say this much now with Super Piccolo. Well, I don't know what Orange Piccolo is now officially part of the thing. Maybe he can do something. I will say, leading up to this, there's been a lot of him doing art specifically, with like the more powerful, with the 5 more powerful characters being Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, and Piccolo. And he's been doing a lot of art with them, like being the main focus and whatnot. So maybe he's got a plan. Because like right around Akira's death, the last thing that was done was a nod to Akira Toriyama, like that image I told you about where Piccolo kind of faced the fans and kind of gave a nod and then flew off. That was the last thing Toriyama, I think. It was either Toriyama or Akira Toriyama did, you know, but it was like one of those nods of like, you know, rest in peace. I'm pretty sure it was something that Toriyama did, but I don't know. Again, it's
You
like
don't know, do you?
No, I don't. I keep on saying. As I say, I don't want to put out there that they don't trust him, but it's like I really can't figure out any other reasoning behind why they're making some of the choices they're making. Like, it just screams that we don't trust you. Maybe Toriyama's done something that I don't know about. Who knows? It's not like Toriyama's the one that animates Dragon Ball, so he just works on the manga. I mean, Kara never animated any of it either. He's still getting credit for it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll jump on this salty tree.
You're okay.
Why is this on red? I was considering why I do know. Like, it really sucked that Akira kind of passed away when he did, because things were getting really interesting after the Granola arc. I would say things got so more interesting that I would say that it kind of like beats GT out, kind of, in the way things got interesting. Yeah, they're saying everything's back online, but where do they want to go now? Wait, what? Huh. You want me to do something here? What? I couldn't tell you. That exclamation mark, seriously. I wish I could reach that. But I cannot right now. Guess I'll head back. I guess I'll head all the way back then. Wait a minute, didn't I get stuck somewhere? Also, Dragon Ball is like 40 years old. That still shocked me.
Oh, really? Why is that?
This is the. I mean, I knew it was old, but I didn't realize how old it was. This is like this year is its 40-year anniversary. It is a lot of things reaching their anniversary date this year. Like a show called Reborn hit 10 years, I think, 10 or 20. And like that brought up so many like Reborn fans because like for some reason, and I don't know what's going on. You get to figure out what their plan is, but they're saying they had an announcement for like Reborn stuff, but I don't know what that means. Like the animated, like I watched that when I was in high school, and it ended when I was in college, but they didn't like animate everything that the manga did, so it's like been years. And they got Kenichi's Mice Slapple, that's coming back in manga form. I don't even think they finished that like in anime, as far as I can remember. I think you would like Kenichi's Mice Slapple because like it was interesting because the main character was learning martial arts, and you were seeing him actually train and learn them.
I can't believe how much crap I found.
Are you in your 3 terabyte drive right now?
I think I'm in the last section where I found 1,233 pictures that I'm still sorting through.
Any of them interesting?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna.
Well, it's funny that you asked that when you asked that because I just found I found a few pictures a friend of mine, sexy pictures a friend of mine had sent me, like in 2010 or something like that. And I messaged her about them, and I'm like, "Hey, I found these. Do you want to see them?" And she's like, "Why do you have those?" And I was like, "Just kind of don't know." Like I said, you gave them to me like 16 years ago or whatever, and I don't remember having them. I just found them when I was going through my stuff. And she's like, "Oh, okay." And then she's like, "You can keep them if you want." I'm like, "Okay."
Huh. Sorry, I'm turning to a villager over here. It's like,
What?
no, I said sorry. I was turning into a villager over here.
Oh, sorry.
No problem. I would just like, I just don't know. It's interesting.
You don't know what?
I don't know how many female friends I would have ever had in my life that if I told them that I had pictures like that, they gave to me that years later that they'd be comfortable with me still having them.
I know. I think she gave them to me on Skype.
Good lord.
And my best guess is that she uploaded them to when I was still on Skype years and years and years ago.
I mean, I just can't imagine any woman probably later in life, after making decisions like that, maybe would be embarrassed by it. But, I mean, I don't know. You have a eclectic group of friends that apparently I'm a part of at this point.
Yeah, I guess I do, huh? And a little bit of everybody.
If you ever know what it's like to do shrooms, look at the screen right now. Jesus.
That's not what it's like to do streams.
What is this? No, it's psychic power, but I can't use it. What is... Oh. Man, I hate this. I hate this because I can't use it. Dang it. Okay, another thing I gotta come back for. Apparently I wasn't supposed to activate that, I guess. Oh wait, why is only one of these turning? Oh, is that just a warning not to... Oh. I learn a lot by doing. Sometimes that doing kills me. Oh. Okay. I am stuck. The heck? Okay, why do you do that? Is there something here? Nope, okay. Maybe like simple games or anything like that, but sometimes I like a game that challenges me because it forces me to think. Are you deleting things or are you just looking through them?
I found a bunch of pictures that I saved of a friend of mine, and I don't remember their name, and I want to make the name for their folder. It's someone I used to know a long time ago, and I'm asking Chat GPT. I'm asking ChatGPT if they can help me figure out who it is. I did this once before where I had a picture that I saved off of Facebook, and they're like, "Oh, I know who that is," and I was able to get like the name of someone I'd forgotten the name of. I used to be pretty good at sleuth. I'm pretty good at sleuthing things. I was gonna say used to be, but I'm still pretty good at sleuthing things.
Ooh, am I gonna have to bomb jump this? I'm not good at that. Oh lord, am I gonna have to bomb jump this like this? Okay. Yeah, I am definitely bad at this. I haven't had to do this in years. Like, the last time I had to do this was literally in Metroid Prime 1 when they kind of require you to do it. I don't have enough bombs for that. Why am I stuck down? Like, again, it's one of those. Am I missing something? Like, because this thing right here, I don't have what it's telling me I should have. Yeah, I don't have electricity, which is what this is. So, like they wouldn't just, they wouldn't send me down here if I wasn't able to get what that is. There's something in this room I don't have access to yet.
Probably a good time to give up on life.
Okay, you heard him, folks. I'm gonna walk through this and kill myself.
I didn't mean that literally. Didn't actually give up on life. It's okay, then I'm going to kill myself.
Well, wasn't expecting that. Where were you?
No, sir. I'm slightly alarmed at my power of suggestion. I'm going to have to be more careful with it.
It was a perfect opportunity to do something stupid like that. What I'm very shocked by, there's 3 turbines in there. Only one of them's moving.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder. Hmm. Geez, 58 scans. Cool. 58% scans. This right here. It shows me only one is moving. Is nominal a good thing?
Nominal? Nominal means a very small amount of something, or like a token amount. So it's
Okay.
nominal is only a good thing if you didn't want a lot of it.
Okay. So obviously, I am not generating enough power. Oh wait, wait.
Dot, dot. Duh.
Huh? Oh. The morph ball can hang from it? Okay, I'm very confused. I thought that was for later, but obviously it's not, because I can't go back the way I came. Either unless I soft locked myself out of this. It seems dumb that they would allow that. Psychic Tether Node. Tether Node placed using psychic energy once materialized, the milk ball can connect to and hang from it. Okay, here's a problem. What?
Let me ask you a quick question there. Okay, what? That's a good question. Gets the job done for sure.
I was just trying to figure out something. Because I'm sitting here, and I'm like, very concerned I may have soft locked myself out of something in this game. And I read what I'm reading now, and I'm like, it's looking like I need the spider ball thing, but I don't have it. Do I? Hold up. Have it? I feel like I would remember getting that. Or fall. No, I don't have it. Cause like that is looking like that's looking like something for later. Nope. I can barely read if that's anything. Luckily I think I have access to the save point, so I think I do. Huh. It's looking like there's like a second floor in this room, but I think I've already been to that. Yeah, apparently there's a stairway, a staircase of some sort right here. But I can't get it to lower itself because apparently this is offline. Really dumb if... Nope. Hmm. Everything is awesome. Oh,
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of a team. Everything is awesome when you're living a dream. How'd I do? Pretty good.
I mean, good, but as you were saying that, my brain started auto filling awesome with awful, and that really got me laughing a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Everything is awful. Jesus. So like a triple jump. Yahoo! 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 So close. So close, but no cigar. So close. Come on! Okay. Yeah, I don't want to look up a guide.
You can't make me do it, man.
Why does it keep? It's done this numerous times actually. I walked through this door. Oh, I'm not doing it now, and then I recognized it. Let's see how it is. Spit water out for some strange reason. I never understood why it did that. Nope. All right. Is there anything in here? Are there any secrets in here?
I have all these pictures that I must have Facebook at some point, and I have these like really vague memories of who this person actually is, and I just don't remember them at all. And I'm like, there are like tiny, low resolution, blurry photos from when Facebook first came out, and I'm like, dude, I don't know who you are anymore. So I'm just like deleting huge swaths of photos of people that I thought I was going to care about, apparently.
A week later, they call you, like, hey, man, I haven't talked to you in years. How you been? Hey, you,
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's you, the person with the stuff.
yeah, we took pictures. You should be able to remember me. You're like, oh, yeah, I still have those pictures. All right.
Oh, yeah. I knew you'd want them, so I hung on to them, I guess.
Hmm.
So I'm just going through and like rapid deleting shit right now.
Oh, shoot. I didn't. That was an interesting glare to see. Cool. I can't write these. Much as I would like to. Oops. Hold on. I guess I could do that. Just look around with the special shot and see what's going on. Wait. Are you serious? How was I supposed to know to do this? I just having to be fooling around. What in the... Well, we are literally nearing the end of my stream here. I just found out what I needed to do.
I'm so sorry, sir.
Guess we'll do this and then we'll end it. No, this is just how my life goes. I discover things way too late sometimes. It doesn't tell you to do that. You know, I don't know how you're supposed to assume that. Man,
Hey, you've got the power back on. Rendezvous up top and we'll talk next steps.
I can't tell you what this reminds me of, but
I know this is probably a really easy answer, but it's giving off Halo a little bit.
I didn't really play much of Halo. But you say that. And this is another reason why I'm more agreeable on this one. Some Halo devs are actually working on this game. So that may explain everything. That's not what I wanted to scan. This seems fun. Oh shoot. Okay, didn't realize this was down here. I'm glad I found it. Yeah, it's actually... Huh. Thank you for that. It wasn't really weird, actually. I didn't know what I was seeing. Music is very Halo now. I'm actually listening to it.
I don't know enough about Halo's music to know, but like, I don't know, some of the settings that you were just looking at kind of hit that way for me.
And the little Halo I played was Stella and Chris. I didn't play any of the story bit. Oh, I actually have the games to play. Oh, and the little bit of like modded Halo I played in the day. I missed those. There's the Dragon Ball Z one. Oh, was that Quake modded? I can't forget which one. I always get those mixed up. Okay, now we're about to fill in Metroid. Alright, speaking of filling Metroid, we need to end it here.
Aw.
Man, I hate that. I wasn't expecting this area to take so long, but I forget that I'm very bad at finding things out. So this is the authentic experience for me playing Metroid. I think it's a lot better when I'm playing 2D Metroid, but like, the 3D space is gonna be a lot worse. All right, next week more of the ice area. See you guys then.
See you, everybody.